In this video, I will show you 8 ways to overcome your anxiety. If you often experience stress, anxious thoughts, and repetitive mental patterns, this video is for you. I want to start by sharing with you a story from the Buddhist tradition. A man went to a Buddhist monk and asked him, "Sir, how do I get happy? How do I get rid of my worries and anxiety?" The master looked at him and he said to him, "Come with me to the forest." Both of them walked towards the forest, and after they walked for a while, the master stopped and told the man, "Please take this stone with you." The man bent down, took the stone in his hand, and both kept walking. After some time, the man stopped and said to the monk, "I have to drop this stone. My hand is hurting and my arm is sore and tired, so I'm going to leave it here." The master didn't say anything and they kept walking. After some time, the master stopped again and told him, "How are you feeling now without the stone?" And the man said, "Oh, I'm feeling so happy. My arm is not tired and sore. My hand is not hard and it feels like heaven." The master looked at him and said, "You see, this is the way you get happy." The man looked weirdly and said, "No, sir, please, I don't understand. What do you mean? Explain me." The monk smiled and said, "People carry so many stones of worries in their life. How can they be happy? So if you want to be happy, throw away your stones, everything that is painful for you." What are your stones? What are your worries? What can't you let go of? What is that you cannot stop carrying through life? What is that you need to let go to reduce your anxiety? Usually, these stones are our unrealistic expectations. We think we have to be in a certain way. We think things must always go the way we want it. No, things don't have to go always the way we want. They have to be a little bit good for you, a little bit good for someone else. So it is life. So learn to embrace life as it comes, with goods, bads, and most of all, just love what is. Just learning to love what is the first advice to get rid of your anxiety, your fear, and your stress. Remember, if you fight against life, if you are one of those who wants to fight against life and the universe, you will always lose. Advice number 2, observe your thoughts. If you pay attention when you feel overwhelmed, you are never in the present moment. You are either in the past or in the future, imagining something that hasn't happened yet and maybe will never happen. By observing your thoughts, you will notice that they are negative and unhealthy, and they base on false beliefs you have created over the time about yourself, others, and life. When you feel overwhelmed by thoughts and pain, just don't give in to that. Try to simply move and shift your attention from your mind to your body. So exercise is very good when you feel overwhelmed. Just run, dance, do something with your body. Or if you are meditating, just shift your attention onto your body, your hands, your belly, your legs, and try to ground yourself back. When we have a problem, let us have a look at it from different perspectives. Not always our perspective is the right one. And if we learn to look at the perspectives of the other people involved, sometimes reality really looks different. For example, The best friend of mine came to me. She was desperate because her son didn't want to take a university degree, and she was really desperate. She was just projecting in the future. Her imagination just went out into the future and was projected terrible things about her son, and was suffering her own thoughts and emotions about this thing. I talked to the son, and actually the son was quite clear that he didn't want to go to university, that he wanted to learn a job, and that he knew he would have been much happier in doing this. And to accept also that other people's perspectives are as valid as our own, this is a very important thing to do. And this reframe everything we have thought about our reality in that moment. And now let's talk about meditation. I know you don't want to hear it, but how is it that you don't cancel any date with a friend outside, but you're always ready to postpone or cancel a date with your own beautiful self? Meditation is an important tool that makes you just sit in silence and put your attention onto yourself. When you meditate, it's not an exercise you're going to do. You're just sitting with your own self. You just relax everything and you just try to feel inside yourself. How are you feeling? What do you need to be happy? What can you do for yourself right now? What are you missing? This is really a way to learn to know that within yourself you are peace, love and joy, and that within yourself you have an island where you just can withdraw every time and nobody can disturb you there, nobody can just come there. It's just your own space. And just learn to meditate, because anxiety will just go away like nothing when you start meditating and looking inside your beautiful self. Number 6, gratitude. Learn to be grateful. When you have a grateful thought, you cannot have a worry. So, most important, learn to express gratefulness. Keep a gratitude journal, and every time, especially before you go to bed, just write down just the little thing that we give for granted but that are not. Like, for example, the shelter you have, the money you can rely on, the house, the children, just your health. And the fact that you breathe. When you wake up next morning, millions of people didn't wake up, so don't give it for granted. When you breathe, just be thankful for your breathing, because you're healthy, because you have lots of loving people around, and your life is better than you think it should be. So expressing gratitude also to friends is very important. How many times we give it for granted that a friend did something for us and we didn't tell anything back. So for me it's very important when friends help me, just to tell them that they changed my day and why they did it, and it is really a beautiful and graceful way to live. Number 7, do activities in nature. When you feel overwhelmed, go out for a walk, and best go into the nature. Nature is a very natural healer, and it just balances back your mental, emotional and psychological patterns to normality. Another thing that helps me a lot, and it is also a kind of meditation, is doing art, coloring, drawing, painting. These are all meditative arts and are able really to calm down your mind and empty it. So that's something you can give it a try, even if you're not an art lover. My last advice for you: use essential oils and scents and soothing music. When your mind and emotions run wild, these kind of things can just bring back your emotion into a totally different status. So make use of it and you will see the difference. Let us recap. When you are in fear or in anxiety, you are not in the present moment. You're always in the past or in the future. It's just because you cannot manage your capability of handling your thoughts and emotions that you are getting into such stressful states like anxiety and fears. So remember, you are just believing in your head movie. Anxiety is something that we all have to face, but it doesn't have to rule our life.